So we've got some absolutely fantastic news about the future of Cyberpunk 2077. So yes, we do know that CD Projekt Red officially has said that free DLC will be delayed, but it looks like they are going to be teaming up with the modding community and supporting them directly. According to this post right here, it says Cyberpunk 2077 modding update post number 2, CD Projekt Red supports us. And it looks like they're going to be supporting this endeavor right here. And this is the big one. Cyberpunk 2077 modding support for what is called Wolvenkit, which is going to be a community open source project for both The Witcher 3 and now Cyberpunk 2077. It's going to be huge. It's going to allow these modders to get into both The Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk 2077 and basically create new content, modify existing content. Essentially, you know, what Skyrim can do with their modding stuff. So it's going to be huge. It hasn't been really a possibility until now. And yeah, let's talk about it. So hey everyone, what's happening? Open World Games here. Hope you're doing good. And let's dive straight into this news right now. First, we're going to start with this initial post right here. It goes on to say the following: hey Chumbas, the time has come and a new update needs to be posted. Last time I posted about the internally developed mod manager, but today will be different. We now have had a bit more time between the last post and this one, and this is regarding holidays and people who got ill. But with the start of 2021, development of tools come and take a new turn. We as well came into contact with CD Projekt Red, but about that later in this post. Honestly, what I'm going to do here is skip a little ahead. We'll reread this part here, but let's talk about CD Projekt Red's involvement with the modding community. It says, now about the contact with CD Projekt Red. CD Projekt Red has been going through a lot of stuff lately with Cyberpunk 2077, and they have come to see that involving us as the community is a good idea. We at the Cyberpunk 2077 mod tool team are working on an open source tools for everyone to extend the lifetime of the game and quality. We are thus honored to have heard from CD Projekt Red openly encouraging the modding community and wanting to add more mod support. But until now, we haven't heard about much at all. That has changed as of today, as Trade Rain, one of the head developers and creators of Wolvenkit, updated everyone on the Discord server that he and our Fuso have been in contact with CD Projekt Red and got the news about how much they are supporting our work and what we are doing, and is actively now helping us. This is fantastic news. So this first step is by releasing a nearly complete list of game files that would have taken an additional month or even more to brute force them from packed archive files, as well as not being able to due to unreleased stuff and how our tools work. We are certain the missing hashes we now need to actually complete our list are simple files that are unnecessary to create our tools, as they are either ripped content or copyright stuff that they are now allowed to actually give us like that. Of course, this won't be the end of our partnership with CD Projekt Red, but that is it for now, and that's all we can say for now. So this is really cool. They also have this down here where they're looking for more modders, but the biggest thing here is how CD Projekt Red is willing to work with the modding team, because, you know, it seems like CD Projekt Red is like, hey, yeah, we have to fix the game, and one thing we can do is really encourage the modding community to create mods until we get our stuff together by fixing the game, and then, of course, releasing the free DLC later, and of course the paid expansions and stuff like that. But it's nice to see that CD Projekt Red is willing to work with the modding community. This is what I was hoping to hear from CD Projekt Red. I was just waiting to hear something, because they officially previously, before the game even came out, said that, hey, we have no word about if we're going to be supporting modders or not, but now we know that yes, it seems like they are going to be supporting modders. Now, I did want to highlight what was said down here. It says, all we can do now is being eager and continue creating tools, and we would be happy to get more helping hands for coding. If you have experience and love to work with us, come join us on the Discord and talk with us about what we do, as well as take a look at our GitHub organization with our main content. So they're looking for additional modders and anyone that is interested in developing mods and stuff like that. I really hope, honestly, it would be really cool to see CD Projekt Red's game become like GTA 5 and especially Skyrim in terms of the mod support. I would absolutely love that. And let's hope that's the future we can look forward to in terms of content drops from content creators, from those modders. Now remember about the Woven Kit, a little bit more about this right here. This is Trade Rain who posted this out on the CD Projekt Red forums. This tool set is going to be super impressive from what I understand. And this is going to be something that modders can actually use for, of course, The Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk. And you can see here how you can grab entire assets from the game and mod them. So you guys may remember with Skyrim, for example, how you could change like the look of the roof or add additional assets to these buildings. That's the sort of thing we can expect for CD Projekt Red's games in the future. So if you take the buildings and things like that from Cyberpunk 2077, you can see what is going to be possible with actually like developing the world, changing it, changing the tone, the look, things like that. And yeah, it seems like you're going to be able to add entire missions to the game. There's going to be a lot related to adding the cosmetic look of the game, changing that up, as well as the actual scripting, the gameplay mechanics. That's one thing that a lot of people would really want to see for sure, and actual quest lines and things like that. So this modding tool is just in its infancy right now, but I hope that they keep expanding it and that we see a lot from it. Now, if we go back to the original post right here, we can actually read up on exactly what the progress has been. It says, our current progress can be viewed as following in two main topics: scripted modding and content modding. Scripted modding with CET Cyber Engine tweaks, our console enabler and script library, we have made the first step into creating a framework for the community to create mods by their own. With Lua, you can make scripts and load them during gameplay or at the start of the game. We are actively developing and dropping debug versions of the tool in our for test. That's a mistake right there. Tool for testing of upcoming changes for modders. During the time, we have made big jumps in development and added a lot of new content and stuff to the mod to make new good mods for everyone. A big thank you to Yamashi to initially creating the mod, and why so serious to bring it as one of the most active in developing and improving the mod. So yeah, that's freaking awesome to see. Now, content modding with the Woven Kit creators who have initially initiated the project of modding Cyberpunk 2077, we are coming closer and closer to being able to fully port and add functionality to mod Cyberpunk 2077 with Woven Kit and add new content as well as edit existing ones. But until this is done, we have our CLI-based tool called Cyberpunk Tools Original. I know. Smiley face. That is allowing us to unpack and pack and experiment. Archive files that allow editing of files and look at them directly. It even has more functions, but for more info, join our Discord and so on and so forth. And a big thank you to our Fuso, so on and so forth. But yes, a very special thank you to all of the modders out there working very hard to keep Cyberpunk 2077 alive and well. And now, it is time to go to your top comments on my recent video. This is definitely an interesting one, so let's take a look right now. So you guys know CD Projekt Red released that apology video. My initial reaction was like, good for them. I really appreciated their apology video. Then there were some other takes that started popping up through press and media about how they weren't really impressed with this apology. They had a good angle. I feel like everyone has their own opinion about things, and I like to view multiple perspectives here. So let's talk about this right now. This is the video. CD Projekt's apology backfires. QA teams are not happy. New updates. This is what you guys had to say about that video. Tammy says at least they got David Guetta to apologize on their behalf. Hopefully they make a huge comeback. I totally agree with that one. Hades says this is why you don't say anything. Just take the heat and silently do something to help the situation. It's called working from the shadows, people. Work from the shadows. Mint Crispy says, let's face it, it's probably the same group that was threatening death threats because it wasn't releasing in September. You can't win. You just won't win. Harvester says, just make the game better and we will come back. Now, King Lycan says, I mean, honestly, people were going to get pissed at any response they give. I do agree with that for sure. Someone's going to find something wrong with that response. And then Tyler says, I mean, CD Projekt Red did literally make a story about not trusting big corporations. Then we got Permius, who says, you ask for my opinion. Stop covering these people. They don't deserve the views your coverage will give them. We used to call people like this trolls. I know you have to make videos and stuff like this, gives you something to talk about, but at the very least, you could not say who it is and not show their site. Yeah, I like to cite my sources. Again, I like to also give multiple perspectives. You know, if there is an audience out there that isn't pleased with the apology video, I'm going to mention it. If there is an audience that's really pleased about that video, I'm going to also talk about that, which I've done. I personally really did like the video, but I do get the perspective where people weren't impressed with the apology as well, because there were some things that were said that, of course, kind of laid the blame on the QA team, and a lot of QA people that work in that industry, in that part of the gaming space, have obviously experienced this several times. And it looks to me that perhaps they were understaffed, you know, but I don't know. Let me know again what you thought of the apology video, but my take is I appreciate what CD Projekt Red is doing with that apology video. It's good to know that they're willing to work on the game and fix the issues with the game, and it's a shame that things have been delayed. But most notably today, I am thrilled that they are willing to work with the modding community to ensure that there is life in this game while they are fixing it. That is so good to see and very mature by CD Projekt Red. You know, there's been studios where they've messed up. I've seen this in the past. I think this happened with Fallout 76, where they like doubled down on making mistakes. And I think it was Bethesda came out with this whole launcher thing for mods, and they really limited modders. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember that happening. But thank you all so much for the love and support on the videos. Hope you enjoyed this one. The future is bright for Cyberpunk 2077. Thank you for all your comments, and keep them rolling in. Whether you disagree with me or not, I will highlight your comments for sure. But thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Take care.